Have you ever woken up in the morning and wondered why your body feels so stiff? You open your eyes, try to turn your head, and your neck feels tight. You sit up, and your lower back feels sore. When you stand up, your hips or shoulders feel like they've been locked in place all night. For the first few minutes of the day, your body just doesn't want to move the way it should. Many people think this is simply part of getting older. They say things like, "Well, I'm not young anymore," or "That's just how mornings feel after 50. But here's something most people don't realize. In many cases, that stiffness and soreness you feel when you wake up has very little to do with age. It often comes from something much simpler: the way your body is positioned while you sleep. Think about it. Every night you spend 6, 7, sometimes 8 hours lying in the same position. During that time, your muscles, joints, and spine stay almost completely still. If your neck is twisted, your spine is bent, or your hips are under pressure the entire night, your body doesn't actually get the rest it needs. Instead of relaxing, your muscles stay under tension for hours, and by morning, that tension shows up as stiffness. Your neck feels tight when you turn it. Your lower back feels sore when you stand up straight. Your shoulders or hips ache even though you didn't do anything strenuous the day before. The good news is that this problem is often much easier to fix than people think. You don't necessarily need a new mattress. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated exercises. In many cases, just a few small adjustments in the way you sleep can take pressure off your spine, relax your muscles overnight, and help you wake up feeling much better. In this video, I'm going to show you why so many people wake up stiff and sore, the most common mistakes people make while sleeping, and a few simple changes you can try tonight that may help your body feel looser and more comfortable in the morning. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons people wake up with pain every single day. Let's start with one of the most common reasons people wake up stiff and sore in the morning. It's something many people do every night without even thinking about it: sleeping on the stomach. Now, some people love this position. They say it helps them fall asleep quickly. It might even feel comfortable at first. But when you look closely at what happens to the body in this position, it becomes clear why it can cause so much stiffness by morning. First, think about your neck. When you lie on your stomach, your face can't point straight down into the mattress because you need to breathe. That means your head has to turn to one side, and once you fall asleep, it usually stays in that position for hours. 6 hours, 7 hours, sometimes even longer. Imagine sitting in a chair right now and turning your head to the side, then holding it there for hours without moving. Your neck muscles would quickly start to complain. But during sleep, your body doesn't correct that position. One side of your neck stays stretched, while the other side stays compressed. The muscles, joints, and small discs in your neck remain twisted the entire night. By the time morning arrives, those tissues are irritated and tight. That's why stomach sleepers often wake up with stiff necks or even headaches. Now let's look at what happens to the lower back. Your abdomen is the heaviest part of your body. When you lie on your stomach, your belly sinks down into the mattress. This creates an exaggerated arch in your lower back. Your spine is no longer resting in a neutral position. Instead, the muscles around the lower back are working all night long to support that curved posture. This constant tension can lead to stiffness and soreness when you wake up. Many people who sleep on their stomach say the first few minutes after getting out of bed are the hardest. Their back feels locked, and it takes time to straighten up fully. There's another issue as well, and it has to do with breathing. When you lie on your stomach, your body weight presses against your chest and rib cage. This pressure can limit how easily your lungs expand while you breathe. Your breathing may become slightly more shallow during the night. When breathing is shallow, your body doesn't receive oxygen as efficiently, and your muscles may not relax as deeply as they should during sleep. That's one reason some people sleep for 8 hours and still wake up feeling tired or achy. Now, does this mean everyone who sleeps on their stomach will wake up in pain? Not necessarily. But for many people, especially those who already experience neck or lower back discomfort, stomach sleeping can make the problem worse over time. Another important thing to consider is how long the body stays in the same position. When you sleep, you don't move the way you do during the day. Your muscles are relaxed, and your body remains in one posture for long stretches of time. If that posture places stress on your neck or spine, that stress continues hour after hour. That's very different from sitting or standing during the day, when you naturally shift positions and relieve pressure from different parts of your body. Now, the good news is that this problem often has a simple solution. You don't necessarily have to force yourself to stop sleeping on your stomach completely overnight. Changing a long-time habit can take time. But even starting the night in a different position can help reduce some of the strain on your body. Many people find that if they begin the night on their side or on their back, their body gradually adjusts and they spend less time sleeping face down. Even getting the first few hours of sleep in a better position can help your muscles relax more naturally. And that brings us to the next sleeping position we should talk about: side sleeping. A lot of people assume that sleeping on the side automatically solves the problem. But the truth is, many people make small mistakes in this position that can also lead to stiffness in the morning. In the next section, we'll look at the most common side sleeping mistakes and a few simple adjustments that can make a big difference in how your body feels when you wake up. Now let's talk about a position that many people believe is the safest and most comfortable way to sleep: sleeping on your side. And in many cases, that's true. Side sleeping can be a very good position for the spine and for overall comfort during the night. But there's a catch. A lot of people sleep on their side the wrong way, and those small mistakes are often the reason they still wake up with stiff necks, sore hips, or aching lower backs. Let's start with the pillow, because this is where many problems begin. When you lie on your side, your shoulder lifts your body off the mattress. That creates a gap between your head and the mattress. If your pillow is too thick, your head gets pushed upward. Your neck bends at an awkward angle, and the muscles on the side of your neck stay under tension the entire night. By morning, those muscles can feel tight or painful. On the other hand, if the pillow is too thin, your head drops downward toward the mattress. This bends your neck in the opposite direction. Once again, the neck muscles are strained for hours. The goal is simple. Your head should stay in line with your spine, not tilted up, not dropping down, just straight. When the pillow fills that space properly, your neck can relax naturally, and your muscles don't have to work to hold your head in place. Now let's move down to the middle of the body, the waist and lower back. When you lie on your side, your shoulders and hips are the widest parts of your body. But the area between them, your waist, is narrower. Because of that shape, the middle of your body can sag toward the mattress. When that happens, your spine bends slightly during the night. That small bend may not seem like a big deal, but remember, it lasts for hours. Over time, that bending places tension on the muscles that support your lower back. By morning, those muscles can feel tight and sore. A simple fix for this is placing a small pillow or a folded towel under the waist. This fills the gap between your body and the mattress and helps keep the spine in a straight, neutral position. Many people who try this notice that their lower back feels much better in the morning. Now let's talk about the legs. When people lie on their side, they often stack one leg directly on top of the other. It may seem comfortable at first, but this position can create another problem. The weight of the top leg pulls the pelvis slightly forward. When the pelvis rotates, it twists the lower spine along with it. That twist stays there all night. And just like the other issues we talked about, that constant twisting can lead to stiffness and discomfort by morning. This is why many doctors and physical therapists recommend placing a pillow between the knees when sleeping on your side. That pillow keeps the legs parallel and prevents the top leg from pulling the pelvis forward. When the hips stay aligned, the lower back can relax more easily. It's a small adjustment, but it can make a big difference. There's one more thing to consider with side sleeping: shoulder pressure. If your shoulder is pressed too firmly into the mattress, it can compress the joint and irritate the surrounding muscles. This is especially common for people with existing shoulder pain. One simple way to reduce that pressure is to slightly hug a pillow with the top arm. This position supports the upper shoulder and prevents it from rolling forward too far. Now your shoulders, hips, and spine stay aligned in a more natural position. So when side sleeping is done correctly, 3 things should be supported: your neck, your waist, and your knees. When those areas are aligned, your spine stays straight and your muscles can finally relax during the night. And when your muscles relax, your body wakes up feeling much better. Now, some people find that sleeping on their side still doesn't fully solve their stiffness problem. In those cases, sleeping on the back, when done properly, can sometimes be even more comfortable. In the next section, we'll talk about back sleeping and one simple trick that can instantly reduce pressure on the lower back. Now let's talk about another position that many doctors and sleep specialists often recommend: sleeping on your back. When done correctly, back sleeping can actually be one of the best positions for keeping the spine in a neutral, relaxed position during the night. Your weight is distributed evenly across the mattress, and the spine isn't twisting the way it sometimes does when sleeping on the stomach or side. But here's the important part. Sleeping on your back only helps if you support your body the right way. If the pillow height or leg position is wrong, back sleeping can still lead to stiffness and soreness in the morning. Let's start with the pillow under your head. Many people use pillows that are too thick when sleeping on their back. When the pillow pushes the head forward, the chin drops toward the chest. This position bends the neck unnaturally, similar to the posture people have when looking down at their phones for long periods of time. If your neck stays bent like that for 6 or 7 hours, the muscles along the back of your neck stay under tension the entire night. By morning, those muscles may feel tight or painful. On the other hand, a pillow that is too thin can create the opposite problem. When the pillow doesn't support the neck properly, the head falls backward slightly. This overstretches the neck and can also cause stiffness in the morning. The best pillow height keeps your neck in a natural position. Your face should be pointing straight up toward the ceiling, and your neck should feel supported but not pushed forward. One simple trick many physical therapists recommend is rolling up a small towel and placing it inside the pillowcase under the neck area. This gives extra support to the natural curve of your neck without lifting your head too high. Now let's move down to the lower back. When people lie on their backs with their legs fully extended, something interesting happens to the spine. The muscles in the front of the thighs, known as the hip flexors, pull slightly on the pelvis. This pull increases the arch in the lower back. If you place your hand under your lower back while lying flat on your back, you'll often notice there's a noticeable gap between your spine and the mattress. That gap means the lower back isn't fully supported. When the lower back stays arched like this for hours during sleep, the muscles in that area remain slightly contracted. By morning, those muscles can feel stiff and sore. Fortunately, there's a very simple solution. Place a pillow or a rolled-up blanket under your knees. When your knees bend slightly, the muscles in the front of your thighs relax. As those muscles relax, the pelvis tilts into a more natural position. This allows the lower back to settle closer to the mattress, reducing the exaggerated curve in the spine. Many people notice immediate relief when they try this adjustment. It takes only a few seconds to set up, but it can dramatically reduce strain on the lower back during sleep. There's another area that often gets overlooked when sleeping on the back: the shoulders. If your arms are positioned awkwardly during the night, they can place tension on the shoulder joints. For example, some people sleep with their arms raised above their heads or tucked tightly against their sides. Both of these positions can strain the shoulder muscles. A better approach is to keep your arms resting comfortably at your sides or supported slightly by a pillow if needed. This keeps the shoulders relaxed and reduces pressure on the joints. When sleeping on your back is set up properly, 3 things should happen. Your neck stays supported in a neutral position. Your lower back stays relaxed with help from a pillow under the knees, and your shoulders remain comfortable without unnecessary strain. When these areas are aligned, your spine can finally relax the way it's supposed to during sleep. Instead of your muscles working all night to hold awkward positions, they get the chance to rest and recover. And that recovery is exactly what helps your body feel looser and more comfortable when morning arrives. Now that we've looked at the 3 main sleeping positions and the mistakes people often make, the next step is putting everything together. In the final part, we'll talk about a few simple nighttime habits that can help your body relax before sleep and reduce stiffness even more. Now that we've talked about the 3 main sleeping positions and the common mistakes people make in each one, let's look at something just as important: what you do right before you fall asleep. Even if your sleeping position is correct, a few simple habits before bed can make a big difference in how your body feels when you wake up. Let's start with something very simple that many people never think about. Do a quick body alignment check before you close your eyes. Right before you turn off the light, take a few seconds and ask yourself 3 questions. Is my neck supported properly? Is my lower back relaxed, not arched or twisted? Are my hips and knees in a comfortable position? This quick check takes less than 5 seconds, but it can prevent your body from staying in a stressful position for hours during the night. Many people who wake up stiff simply fall asleep without paying attention to how their body is positioned. A small adjustment before sleep can prevent a lot of discomfort later. Now let's talk about something else that affects stiffness in the morning. Muscle tension built up during the day. During the day, your body goes through a lot. You sit for long periods, you stand, you bend, lift, and move. By the end of the day, the muscles in your back, hips, and shoulders can become tight. If you go straight from a busy day into bed without releasing some of that tension, those muscles stay tight during sleep. That tension often shows up as stiffness the next morning. One of the easiest ways to reduce this is a simple stretch before bed. Here's one that works very well for the lower back. Lie on your back on the bed or on the floor. Bring both knees gently toward your chest and wrap your arms around them. Hold this position and slowly rock side to side for about 30 seconds. This movement helps loosen the muscles in the lower back and releases tension built up during the day. It's a small movement, but many people notice that it helps their back feel more relaxed before sleep. Now let's talk about something else that affects how your body feels in the morning: late, heavy meals. Eating a large meal right before bed can make sleep less comfortable in several ways. A full stomach puts pressure on your diaphragm, which can make breathing feel slightly restricted when lying down. It can also make certain sleeping positions uncomfortable, especially side sleeping. And if you're someone who deals with acid reflux or heartburn, eating late can make those symptoms worse during the night. Try to finish eating at least 2 hours before going to bed whenever possible. This gives your body time to digest and allows your muscles and breathing to relax more naturally during sleep. Another small habit that can help is changing positions if you wake up during the night. Your body isn't meant to stay completely still for 8 hours straight. It's normal to shift positions occasionally during sleep. If you wake up and notice discomfort in your neck, shoulder, or hip, don't ignore it. Take a moment to adjust your position or move the pillow slightly. These small adjustments help relieve pressure from joints and muscles before it builds into stiffness. Now let's quickly bring everything together. If you wake up stiff and sore in the morning, the cause is often not your age or your mattress. It's usually the way your body is supported during sleep. Stomach sleeping often twists the neck and arches the lower back. Side sleeping can cause problems if the neck, waist, or knees aren't supported properly. Back sleeping can lead to lower back tension if the legs are fully extended without support. But the solutions are often simple. Support your neck with the right pillow. Keep your spine aligned while sleeping on your side. Place a pillow under your knees when sleeping on your back. And before going to sleep, take a few seconds to check your body position and release any tension built up during the day. Try even 1 or 2 of these changes tonight. You may be surprised by how much easier it is to move when you wake up in the morning. If this video was helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing for more simple health tips that help you move better, sleep better, and feel better every day. And if you know someone who wakes up stiff every morning, share this with them. Sometimes the smallest changes can make the biggest difference in how the body feels.